The American dream of owning a home is not dead.
It's alive!
But you gotta know what's up, and you will. The Maryland housing market is a battlefield. I'm here to arm you with the ammunition you need to win. Forget that sugar-coated nonsense. We're diving headfirst into the top 10 must-know tips for home buyers in Maryland. This isn't just another real estate video. Please, this is your survival guide to navigating one of the biggest investments of your life. Imagine walking into a house and instantly knowing whether it's a gold mine or a money pit. Picture yourself negotiating like a pro, a champion, dodging the traps that catch so many first-time home buyers, and emerging victorious with the keys to your dream home. That's what I'm talking about. From insider secrets to hard-hitting truths, I'm bringing you the real deal. No fluff, no frills, just pure, unfiltered advice to help you conquer the Maryland housing market. Let's go. If we have not met, my name is Mark A. Ritter with Maryland Housing Market. Buying a house is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. It requires significant cash up front and usually includes signing up for 30 years. It does, but it's often seen as one of the best ways to build long-term wealth. If you don't own nothing, you got nothing, as I see it. Let me tell you this. You have two options here. You can feel good about your new home purchase, or you can feel like you're drowning. Oh my Lord, you can't catch your breath. Today, we're all about helping you understand the financial aspects of a home purchase so you feel confident that purchasing a home is the right decision. We're breaking down this in layman terms, 10 must-know tips. I'm telling you this, number 7 will absolutely surprise you. And guess what? Yeah, I got a free gift for you.
Wonder what this could be. Oh.
Tip number 1, you may not be able to afford what you want. There's a difference between what the bank tells you can afford and what you can actually afford on a month-to-month basis. You got to sit down, create a housing budget detailing all the costs you'll pay. Property taxes, utilities, homeowners insurance fees, maintenance, big one, insurance, other regular expenses. You got to know what's up. You got to work backwards to find out what's realistic for as far as a monthly expense for you. It's about you. Fact. Affordability challenges. The median home price in Maryland is currently $430,900. $420, $430, it is what it is. Up 4.7% year over year. In 2024, 37.9% of the homes sold above list. With prices rising, inventory tightening, it is what it is. Many buyers find themselves priced out of the desired neighborhoods. Listen to me. You may have to stretch out a little bit more drive time to own your house. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. 1 step, 2 step, boom. Tip number 2, you should improve your credit score. How about improve your credit score? Bare bone basics here. We are covering it all. Your mortgage lender will definitely look at your credit score and your credit report to determine what you can afford and approve you for a home loan. So you got to make sure your credit score is top notch. Better credit, better rate. Better credit, better program. You can get a free credit report from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion once a year. Moving forward, they're only going to be accepting 2 of the credit report profiles. Fact, improve your credit score. Come on now. A higher credit score can significantly impact your mortgage interest rates and low loan approval chances. Couldn't get that out. The average credit score in the U.S. is 715, but aiming for a score above 740 can help you secure better loan terms. Hear me? 740 and above. Not being a tool here, just teaching you the facts. Tip number 3, you need to pay down that debt. No judgment. Look, I've been there. I've been high, I've been low. Part of the bank's calculation for how much money it will lend you involves your debt to income ratio. Gross monthly payments divided by your gross income. Revolving debt there. Autos also included. Before you go house hunting, you got to pay down some of that debt, as much as debt as possible. Again, not being a tool, been there. Fact, pay down your debt. Reducing your debt can significantly improve your credit score and increase the chances of securing a mortgage with favorable terms. Absolutely. The average household debt in Maryland is over $200,000, higher than the national average. So you got to start paying down that debt, and the best way to do that, you take the itty-bitty balances, pay them off. Then you go to the next one, pay it off. Your credit score will absolutely jump. Done it. Do it all the time.
Bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. Learn from a professional, kid.
So you know, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you that are moving about or relocating to Maryland. I love it. We love it. Come on now. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, 9 years, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We got you covered. Tip number 4, must-know tips for home buyers. Pre-approval can tip the scales. Your lender matters. Before your Zillow scrolling turns into making an offer, you will want to have a mortgage pre-approval from a bank, credit union, or lender. When you go through the pre-approval process, the lender will verify your income, your employment, check your credit report, and review your overall financial health. The lender will give you a letter spelling out the amount, type of mortgage you can get as far as a pre-approval. When you find the home you want, boom, you're in position and you can act quickly in this competitive market to make a deal. How about that? For real. How about this? Fact. Pre-approval advantage. Getting pre-approved for a mortgage can give you a competitive edge. It will in a hot market. In Maryland, homes are selling fast. They still are. There's demand out there. With the average home spending 33 days on the market in December 2024, look, heads up though. Look, if you got a pre-qualification, throw it away. It ain't worth nothing. That's worthless because it's based on a conversation. They are a joke. You need a pre-approval. If you're paying cash, you need proof of funds stamped within 30 days, the institution's name on it, and rock and roll. Got to have the amount that you're looking to make that offer on. That's proof of funds. Tip number 5, you may pay PMI with a lower down payment. Private mortgage insurance, PMI. While programs exist to help first-time home buyers all day long who may not have the cash on hand for a 20% down payment, there are still downsides to making a smaller down payment. You got to do what you got to do though, please. If you put down less than 20% on a house, you may have to pay private mortgage insurance, PMI, and this will be in place until you reach 78 to 80% equity in the home. Fact, straight up fact. Lower the down payment, higher the PMI. That is a fact. If your down payment is less than 20%, you'll likely pay private mortgage insurance, PMI. The average PMI cost in Maryland ranges from $182 a month to over $617 per month. God, Lord, I stumbled on that because it's high as hell.
It's very expensive.
Here, spoiler alert, straight up, so we're clear. You do not need 20% down in order to purchase a house. There are down payment programs out there. Look, just because you lack funds does not mean you can't buy a home. That is not true. You don't need 20% down. We're talking about PMI as far as that cost factor that you got to plan for, okay? But you don't need 20% down in order to buy a house. Don't let nobody tell you that. Tip number 6, closing costs aren't cheap. The down payment is one piece of the puzzle. It's not the only cost you'll pay on closing day. Closing costs can also run up that bill on that settlement debt. Thanks to title insurance, property taxes, title fees. Look, you got to expect to pay anywhere from 3 to 6% in addition to the down payment for your closing costs. It's possible to include closing costs in your loan, or you may want to take advantage of first-time homebuyer programs that assist with these costs. I know a realtor that can negotiate for the seller to pay that too on your behalf. It's a negotiation. Fact. Here's another fact. Closing costs for buyers typically range from 3 to 6%, as I mentioned, of the home purchase. For a median home price at $430,900, this means closing costs could be anywhere from $12,000 to $25,000. So you got down payment, you got closing costs. Down payment, there's programs out there to help you. Closing costs, there's programs out there to help you. Plus, a good realtor will negotiate, will bang around with that seller, especially in this market, to secure seller contribution on your behalf. You hear seller contribution? That's a credit. That's a seller paying your closing costs. Look, I know I get all excited and I talk fast. It's who I am. But look, don't be shy with me. If you got a question about real estate, just hit me up directly anytime. Email, text, call. I'm good. We're friends. Look, feel free to use a link below also to schedule a 15-minute chat. More importantly, I talked about having something down there free for you. It's right down below. That free buyer's guide. It's got great information in there. You can refer back to it, and it's all yours, and it's free. It's all good. I'm here to help. Tip number 7, a backup lender could be a wise decision. After all the excitement leading up to closing day, the last thing you want to happen is for that loan to fall apart in the final hours.
They screwed up and they admit it.
Seen it many times. That's why some experts recommend having a backup lender on standby. Get a pre-approval with that lender so that if you need to lean on them and switch midway, not at the end, midway through the process, you're already prepared to keep things moving. Backup lender, or even more importantly, any lender, you got to do your proper due diligence on that lender. They're not all created equal. You got to check reviews. You got to test call that lender to make sure that they answer and also gauge your response times. Come on now. Expect the best. You have the right to demand the best. Does not matter how much you're spending. $45,000, $1 million. Expect the best. Seek the best. Look at the reviews. Fact. Backup lender benefits. Having a backup lender can save you if your primary loan falls through. In Maryland, you ready for this? 15% of the home buyers reported needing a backup lender in 2024. Because lenders, I'm telling you, a lot of them are mere average. You got the right people surrounding you. And there's no reason for you, first-time home buyer, a $100,000 purchase, why you got to expect anything less. Don't. Tip number 8, you need extra money beyond the down payment. I know I get all fired up and excited. You may want to pour all that money into your down payment, but it's important. You got to remember this. It's important to have savings account specifically for repairs and expenses that may happen after you moved in. From a kitchen appliance that breaks down on moving day to that HVAC that gives out before it's time. You'll be glad to have that rainy day maintenance fund from day one. You need that little padding there. I'm telling you, because when you sign on that dotted line, you own it. You can't go back to that seller.
And then what? Checkmate.
Fact, moving and setup costs. Don't forget about moving expenses and the initial setup costs, which can add up quickly. On average, you ready for this? On average, in Maryland, buyers spend $1,400 to $5,000 on moving and initial household expenses. You can be smart, you can be frugal, but you got to have your eyes wide open and see through all this and plan, okay? Tip number 9, you need to do your own loan research. Beyond the fun research, as far as looking at neighborhoods and deciding if you want a fixer-upper or a new build, you also need to do financial research as far as looking at banks, credit union, mortgage lenders, mortgage brokers. They all have different rates. They all have different types of mortgages, and they all have other types of terms. They got no down payment program, but it's up to you to get out there and determine which mortgage is best for you. Look, you got to remember, this loan, it's going to be with you for over 30 years, and it could impact your finances. That's a fact. Research loan options. Take the time. Compare mortgage rates, loan terms from multiple lenders. Look at their reviews. As of January 2025, this month, the average 30-year fixed mortgage was a little over 7%, while the 15-year fixed rate was 6.31. Every lender has different rates. Bigger the volume, lower the rates. I'm telling you, check them out. Ask for a referral. Look at the reviews. It matters. Tip number 10. Property isn't a retirement plan. You may be watching the property values in your neighborhood tick up and you're thinking, come on now, You're thinking that investing in a piece of real estate would be a surefire way to build wealth for your retirement. That can be true, but it's also not a liquid asset. To tap into that value of your home, you have to sell the house. Key question, is that a contingency plan that you want in place for retirement? I don't know. You got to really explore that. Fact. Investment risk, relying solely on the property for retirement can be risky. Real estate markets can fluctuate. They do, and there are no guarantees of consistent growth. Diversifying your investment is crucial to ensuring financial stability in retirement. Real estate's a big factor, a big piece of that wealth as far as your retirement. So it's a big piece, but not the whole piece. Don't listen to those out there saying that you'll never earn a home. Had a young lady contact me, said she's always been told she can. She will. The top 10 must-know tips for home buyers in Maryland is the beginning of getting in the know. But you got to listen up. This isn't just about buying a house. It's about making one of the most significant decisions of your life. Don't let the market tricks and traps catch you off guard. You got to take control, arm yourself with these insights, and make a move that changes your future. Remember, the dream home you envision is within your reach. but only if you're ready to fight for it. You got to fight for it sometimes. So if you're serious about this journey, just hit that like button, share this video with anyone else daring enough to take this plunge, and subscribe for more no-nonsense, hard-hitting, you know it, hard-hitting advice, and get out there. Claim your slice of Maryland. Come on. Don't let anything stop you. No apologies, sellers. I'm not neglecting you. You got to check out our next video, though. 7 ways you're ruining your home value, sellers. So I can't even get it out. Sellers, 7 ways you're ruining your home value. Stay bold, stay informed, stay ahead, and I love you. Love you, Baltimore.